apocalyptic images coming out of Australia right now.
There are now 6 fires burning at emergency
The
levels.
smoke is so intense and so thick it can be seen from space.
2,000 homes have been destroyed.
6 million hectares of land charred.
A staggering toll on the nation's wildlife.
This is just heartbreaking.
The fire was just creeping, just like a little grass fire, looked like something you could probably put your foot on. And then we thought things were getting a bit bad. We went out to fight, Mick turned the pump on, and it went from flames this high in a second to flames this high. And the fire came in from 3 sides, and so I just got ash in my face. I couldn't see, I could just scream for Mick. And I just turned around and stumbled into a bush, and I just thought I was going to die. I just lied there screaming for Mick.
What went through your mind at that point?
I'm going to die.
I just thought I'm dying.
Towards the end of 2019, Australia was hit by the most devastating fire season the country has ever seen. By mid-January, an estimated 10 million hectares was lost, which is larger than the 2019 California fires and the Amazon fires combined. At least 33 people lost their lives, and thousands of homes have been destroyed, and nearly more than 1 billion animals has been killed. The fire was jumping 60 to 70 meters in height. New South Wales and Victoria have been the most affected areas. In recent times, most bushfires have been started in remote areas by dry lightning. Some reports indicate that a change in climate could be a contributor with a hotter, drier conditions, making the country's fire season longer and much more dangerous. Strong wind also promotes the rapid spread of fires by lifting and burning embers into the air. This is known as spotting, and can start a new fire up to 40 kilometers downwind from the fire front. There are many reasons that started these bushfires, but the biggest reason that make these bushfires so extreme and so hot is the same reason that East Africa is flooding. Bushfires in Australia is a natural part of the country's ecosystem. Their fire seasons varies across regions. Even New South Wales state is used to these fires. In 1947, fire burned 3.5 million hectares. In 2003, another 2 million hectares were lost. But the fire that was started in 2019 was the worst, with 4.9 million hectares of New South Wales state were lost. So, why this fire season is the worst? As the world's getting warmer from climate change, so is Australia. 2019 was the hottest year on record, with parts of the country reaching 45 Celsius in December. 2019 was also the driest. Together, that provides the perfect condition for a bushfire to start and spread quickly. There are other large-scale climate drivers that affect Australia's weather and its likeliness to burn, but one of the most influential is the Indian Ocean Dipole, or IOD. The IOD is a big temperature gradient that affects the surface water of the Indian Ocean, from the edge of Africa to the edge of Australia. It consists of 3 phases: positive, neutral, and negative. When the IOD is neutral, the surface water of the Indian Ocean is evenly warm. A negative phase is when wind comes from west and shifts the warm water towards Australia. Warm water means more evaporation, which means more rain. So Australia gets more rain than usual, sometimes even floods. But the colder water near East Africa means they get less rain and even droughts. A positive phase is what's happening now. It's when the wind's coming from the east and shifts warm water towards Africa, which causes flooding there and droughts in Australia. The entire process of shifting water temperatures is natural, but 2019 was extreme. The positive IOD was one of the strongest on record, with the water temperature difference between Australia and Africa being unusually high, hence extreme weather in Australia but also in Africa.
The worst flooding in 2 decades.
More than 3 times their annual rainfall in only 4 days.
Scientists believe it's linked to record temperatures in the Indian Ocean.
The good news is the IOD is shifting back to neutral, which brought some much needed relief to Australia and Africa at the beginning of 2020.